Okay, folks, this is going to be an easily understandable video, but it's still a great video. So make sure you watch the whole video and pay attention closely. Okay, so the word twin is super important, okay? Because Elvis's identical twin died at birth or it was sacrificed, okay? And that is why that Donald Trump was needed to, fulfill this monstrous charade that's going to happen. Anyway, so Trump is the replacement twin for Elvis's identical twin that was either sacrificed or died at birth. And before I show you the incredible information, just remember that next year, 2023, the 223 year, which is the 322 backwards. But anyway, which, the skull and bones number. But look, next year is my final year for the predictions. Okay, I told you the same dates, and same prediction every year. So June 11th next year in Seattle, there's going to be a spectacular event, and somehow Elvis's name or his number or his image becomes a part of this spectacular event after it happens. And then my other prediction is Trump gets his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. So you have two predictions next year. And that's why the Twin Towers came down, on 9/11. I'll show that connection in a moment. But like I said, 2023 is the year, the 223. And look at the word twin and look at these numbers that are in the word twin, because T is the 20th letter, W is the 23rd letter of the alphabet, I is the 9th letter, N is the 14th letter of the alphabet. Look at those numbers. And I told you next year, 2023 is the year. And I told you prime numbers are super important to these mathematicians, okay? And to these elites who are, running the numbers, okay? So the 223rd prime number equals 1409. Do these numbers look familiar? 223, 1409. Do they look familiar? 223, 1409. Look at that. 223, 1409. It's the exact numbers of the word twin. So the 223rd prime number equals 1409, and next year is 2023. Do you understand? Pay attention closely, because I'm going to put all the pieces of the puzzle together like I told you. So June 11th, the day Seattle gets struck, is the 162nd day of the year, okay? 162nd day of the year, and on leap year, it's the 163rd, okay? And not only that, it's, like I said, it's the 162nd day of the year, and how many days remain? 203. Look at those numbers, 162, 203. You have the 23 right there for next year. So you understand, because June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, and then you have the 23 connection. All right? And the zeros is a crown. But anyway, just forget about that. But anyway, it's still, it's right there, perfect, again, for next year. But, so it's 162nd day of the year and 163 in leap year. And remember earlier when I was showing you that the word twin had these exact numbers in it? Okay, so if you were to take the 223rd prime number and add it to what it is, because the 223rd prime number is 1409, you add the 223 to the 1409, you get 1632. Look at those numbers. I told you that June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, and on leap year it's the 163rd day of the year. You see that? Again, it connects to June 11th, and you have the 223 for next year. Okay? And look, even 14 plus 9 equals 23. Just like I showed that June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, and on leap year it's 163. And How many days remain is 203. So it's the 23 again. And it just so happens that if you start from the first of the year, January 1st, and you go forward 1,623 days, it lands on June 11th. And why am I showing you this? Because I just told you that the 162nd day of the year is June 11th, and on leap year it's the 163rd day. So it's got those numbers, 162, 163. And from the first of the month, for the first of the month, forward 1,623 days, it lands on June 11th. Okay, do you understand how unbelievable this is? And also, I told you it's been 45 years since Elvis died. Okay, and also Trump is the 45th president right there, 4 years, 5 months right there. And why is January 1st so important? Why do you think they have this as the first day of the year? Because if you put January 1st into the gematria calculator, look what it's going to equal. It equals 162 forwards and 162 backwards. That's June 11th, you see? 162nd day of the year is June 11th. And look, it even has the August 4th date. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Same numbers as June 11th, 16-2, 216. And I've explained what that's all about. But anyway, because, those are my two predictions, June 11th and August 4th. But January 1st is the only date that has the 162 forward and backward. There is two other dates that have the 162 just here in the first part, but not in the second part, and that's July 12th and September 3rd. Those are the only three dates that have the 162 here, but none of them have 162 in the back. Okay. I wasn't going to show this, but I might as well. I told you that my two predictions are that Trump gets his head wound on August 4th and Seattle event is on June 11th, okay? Which connects to Elvis, all right? And I told you Elvis's identical twin, Jesse, and that's how it's spelled on his gravestone. All right, so Elvis and his identical twin, they were both born on 1/8. 1818 equals 216. If you say the date backwards, 8181, like they do in the UK, it's 16-2. 162 is June 11th, 216th day of the year is August 4th. You see how perfect that is? Okay? And if you still think it's a coincidence, remember, these are identical twins, right? And look at the numbers, 162, 216. So if you were to put identical twins into the gematria calculator, look what it equals. 162, 216. Do you understand? That's June 11th and August 4th. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. That's the day Trump gets his head wound. This is a Seattle event, June 11th. You see that? And look, identical twins is 162, 163. Get it? 162nd day of the year is June 11th. 163rd day is June 11th. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And Elvis, he was born on January 8th, right? And look, his numbers don't match anything that I'm talking about in this video. But what happens when you put a crown on January 8th? And what is the crown? The letter the letter O. So let's put a letter O on January 8th, Elvis's birthday. So now we put a crown on Elvis's birthday, January 8th, and look what you get. You see? 162 forwards, 216 backwards. June 11th, August 4th. Do you understand how incredible this is? By the way, I've shown all this in the past. This is nothing new. I'm just putting all the pieces of the puzzle together for you. Anyway, let's get back on track. So remember, I started from January 1st, and I showed you how important January 1st, the date is, because it equaled 162 forward and backwards. 162nd day of the year is June 11th. Anyway, from January 1st, if you go forward 1,623 days, it lands on June 11th. And I told you June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, and on leap year it's 163. So it's 162 or 163. So it's got the same numbers as 1623, what I just showed you in the amount of days in between January 1st and June 11th if you go forward 1623 days. And also it's got the 23 backwards because next year is the 23rd year. And that's why I was showing you this. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, or 163 in leap year. And the prime number, the 223rd, because 2023 is next year, it equals 1409. And if you add the 223 to it, it's 1632, which is 1 6 2 in the 3. See, 1 6 2 in the 3. Just like there's a 2 and 3 in the amount of days remaining on June 11th. Okay? I'm just trying to show you, how perfect the connections are. And by the way, I know that the 3 is in the front here. I'm not stupid. I'm just saying it's the same numbers, but 2, 3, 3, 2. Anyway, and I told you how important this number is, the 223rd prime number with these 1409 and 223. Because it connects to the word twin. 1409223. Okay? And just to show you how everything connects, I told you the total for the word twin is 66. And I told you it connects to 9/11. When the Twin Towers fell. So from Elvis's birthday, the exact day him and the identical twin was born and the identical twin died on January 8th, 1935, to the exact day the towers fell on 2001, September 11th, is 66 years. There's your twin number. 66 twin equals 66. And look at that. 8 months, 4 days is the day I'm telling you Trump gets his head wound. 8/4. Do you see what I'm saying? Even in the months, 800 months, 4 days, you see? See, the 66. And by the way, folks, I can show you much more connections, but with these numbers, but I'm not going to make this video any more complicated than it is. But anyway, the twin is 66, and it was 66 years from Elvis's birth, the day the identical twin died, to the day the Twin Towers fell. And you see the word towers. Notice that it's got the 162 on the very top. You see that? June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. You see that? See, this number will pop up a lot on the total right here. So this is why it's not as important right here. This is more important, the fact that it's 162 right here. So don't pay attention to this, even though it's connected to the video I'm doing right now. But this is where it's important, these 4 numbers. Anyway, 162 right there for towers. And towers equals the exact same as twins with a crown. So O twins equals the exact same as towers. You see that? Towers equals the exact same numbers as O twins. And you remember when I created this chart, and look how perfect it's going to be. So remember, January is the first of the month, right? And if you go all the way to December, it's the 12th month, right? But instead of starting from number 1 again, I make January the 13th month and just go so on and so on. So if you start from June, okay, that's because June is when the Seattle event's going to happen, right? So June is the 6th month, then it would be the 18th month, then the 30th month, then the 42nd month, then the 54th month, then the 66th month. Look at this. So June is the 6th month, and then 6 down is 66. 6, 6, 6. And the word twin equals 66, you see? You see what I'm saying? It's the 6th number down in June. And June starts with the 6 because it's the 6th month. 6, 6, 6. All right. And now watch this. Trump is born on June 14th, right? So if we were to, because it starts with 6, because June is the 6th month. If you went 14 numbers down, what number do you think it's gonna fall on? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go to the next one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So Trump is born on June 14th. The 14th number down in the 6th month is 162. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. You see what I'm saying? Do you get it? Okay, folks, I'm just going to end the video here. Like I said, I could have gone another hour with the information I have on this, but I got to end it to make it simple, folks. And if you need to watch it again to understand it, watch the video over again. End of video.